I am going to show you how to create a color wheel using colored pencils. This color wheel worksheet was in the art kit that was sent home. In fact, it was in this packet. So if you find the elements of art, there was a bingo page in here. This color wheel was also in there. So go ahead and pull that out. And then using a pencil or a pen, we're going to do some labeling before we start coloring. I want you to go ahead and fill out the bottom. List the primary colors, the secondary colors, and the tertiaries. And I would try to do this to see how much you know. And then what do you add to a color to tint it? What do you add to a color to shade it? What do you add to a color to create a tone? We will fill this out as we are coloring our color wheel. Our colors are going to go in the largest shape, and we're going to do a little bit of labeling. This top pie piece is going to be a primary color. So I'm going to label that with a P. Next to the primary, it's going to be a tertiary color, and then a secondary color. Tertiary, primary, tertiary, secondary, tertiary, primary, tertiary, secondary, tertiary. Hopefully you could hear the pattern as I went around. And then in one of these, in our top pie slice, in this little section, I'm going to write tint. In the piece right here, I'm going to write shade. And then with colored pencils, we'll have intensity. Okay. I'm going to get out my colored pencils. You should also have this kit. We're going to do a little bit of color mixing today with our colored pencils. What I want you to find are the primary colors, so we want to use blue, yellow, and red. And make sure you have red and not the red-orange. These are our three primary colors. From them, we can make all the other colors, but we cannot make blue, red, or yellow. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start with yellow, and I am going to color in this shape right here. I'm not using my hardest pressure, not using my lightest pressure as I'm coloring. I am practicing my craftsmanship, keeping it nice, even in the section. I'm going to move to my next primary. I'm going to color this in red. And then your last primary color, which is blue. I'm going to keep my primary colors off to the side because I will use them again. We're going to go ahead and we're going to fill in our secondary colors. Secondary, number 2, you take 2 primary colors, mix them together, and get a secondary. Now, if you're not sure what the secondary colors are or how to mix them, the color wheel can help teach us that. So first let me tell you what they are. Our secondary colors are green, orange, and violet. Please make sure you have green and not the yellow green. Green, orange, and violet are our secondary colors. Our number 2, our number 1. So if I'm not sure how to make orange, before I use my secondary colors, I could mix and make the secondaries with these primaries. So I'll just show you that really quick. If I have red and I layer blue on top of that red, you're going to get a violet. If I layer yellow on top of the red, you're going to get an orange. And then yellow with blue on top is going to make a green. We are not going to mix though. We are going to just use the colored pencils because we have them. So my first secondary is orange, and it goes between yellow and red because when yellow and red come together, they make orange. So go ahead and fill that in. When red and blue come together, they make violet. And when yellow and green come together, or yellow and green, when yellow and blue come together, they make green. Okay, I have my secondary colors on here. Orange, when yellow and red squish together and mix, they make orange. When blue and red squish together and mix, they make violet. Yellow and blue, they make green. Now we are going to add our tertiary colors. When tertiary means number 3, to get tertiary, you take 1 primary and mix it with a secondary, and you get a tertiary. So our tertiary colors are going to be blue, green, blue, violet, yellow, green, yellow, orange, red, orange, red, violet. To remember the tertiaries, you have 2 for each primary color. Now when we fill this in on our color wheel, we are going to do some mixing because we do not have all of these colors in our kit. We're not going to use these. We're going to use our secondaries and primaries. So if I look at my first tertiary, it is between yellow and orange. So I am going to use yellow first because it's the primary. And then I'm going to take my orange and I am going to layer that right on top. And you might have to do the yellow again. And you got a yellow orange. My next tertiary is between orange and red. So start with that primary color. Red, and then I'm going to put orange on top of it. Red, orange. So I'm going to keep working my way around the color wheel. Use the colors that your tertiary is in between.